Spider-Man Far From Home is coming up pretty soon here, coming up this week. I'm definitely very excited for it as a Spider-Man fan. Definitely looking forward to watching it. However, after the second trailer that came out, while it was an okay trailer and all, after the trailer I might still have some concerns. Like I am looking forward to seeing some of the concepts, but with some of the other concepts, I do have some concerns, which we're going to be talking about in this video. Now, of course, these are just some of my own concerns, and I might even share some other people's concerns that I've heard. But and who knows? By the sound of some of these reviews, maybe some of these the concerns may not be valid, and I may have nothing to worry about. But still, thought to name some of my concerns just in case. And hey, if any of you folks have some concerns of your own, let me know in the comments down below. And remember, most of these are my own concerns, with a few exceptions. Anyways, let's get started. Concern number 1, Mysterio. Now, alright, probably. Anyways, I do really enjoy Mysterio as a villain. He's definitely a very unique villain in Spider-Man's rogue gallery, so I was really excited when I saw that he was going to get to be in this, except for it looks like so far in the marketing, it kind of looks like they're going to make him look like a good guy at first, which I was a little more mixed feelings about that, but then I kind of realized I suppose it would be kind of part of Mysterio's character because he is meant to be like a more deceptive type of character. I honestly think whatever they do with him really could go either way, and not sure if they really will make him a good guy or not, because we probably will have the predictable plot twist of him becoming a villain. But if they do make him a good guy, I probably would be a bit mixed feelings. But it all depends on how they do it, because it's all in direction. So if they do it right, they actually might make me buy that the villain Mysterio could be a good guy. I don't know. Of course, some interesting theories of if he is from multiple Earth, maybe in other Earths he's evil, and then this version he's good. I don't know. That could be interesting too. Will say I have been listening to Spider-Man Far From Home soundtrack, and it definitely does sound like it could be hinting at him going from good to evil, but we'll see. Mysterio is basically just one of my favorite villains, and hopefully they'll do him justice, whether villain or hero. Next one is kind of related to this. Concern number 2, the multiverse. Spoilers for Endgame if you've been gone somewhere and still haven't seen it yet. But one of the biggest things that they revealed in the second trailer was that one of the snaps from Endgame caused a multiverse, and that's where Mysterio comes in. Now, I definitely am curious of how they handle this. It could be cool to have a Flash-style multiverse in the MCU, back when Flash was good. But again, like Mysterio, I think it all depends on how they do it. Like a friend of mine thinks that it probably would only last this movie, but though I think that would make sense, it would also feel kind of like a waste. Kind of wish there can be some consequences and depth to it. But of course, then there's also the chance of Mysterio really just lying about all this, and it's all really just a hoax and a fraud. But I also, while that would be close to Mysterio's character, I also almost feel like that would be a waste and even a little bit of misleading audience with the trailers to get you to come into the movie. But sounds cool. Here's how they do it. Just hope they don't waste potential here. And don't rip off Spider-Verse either. Please. Concern number 3, too many villains? I'm not really too much on this one, but I have heard some people I'm being worried over this one. It could be an interesting concern, which is maybe this movie possibly could have too many villains. And it's not like we've had Spider-Man too many villains problems before. Spider-Man 3 having Sandman, Venom, and the New Goblin, and Amazing Spider-Man and 2 having Electro, Rhino, and Green Goblin. It can be a legitimate concern, especially when you get to this movie, and we do have the elementals, possibly Sandman, Molten Man, Hydra Man, Mysterio, and possibly Vulture coming back. I don't know. I will defend, though, Spider-Man Homecoming had Vulture, 2 Shockers, Tinkerer, and Gargan Scorpion as a small henchman, and I don't think that movie felt too much bloated with villains. Then again, maybe that was also because they still kept Vulture as the main villain, while the others were more glorified henchmen or side villains. I do think, though, hopefully they'll do the same for the villains for this movie, and they'll be able to handle it, but you'll never know. Concern number 4, too much destruction or action. What is going on? I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but that's just one little weird concern I may have. Now, it may also be a strange concern coming from me, because I'm a pretty big action guy, but at the same time, there is also such a thing as too much action. And man, looks like it could be destructive. I mean, just look at that village. Man, Europe is not gonna like Spider-Man after this. I would think Spider-Man would actually try to prevent damage like this. Sorry, Spider-Man fanboy coming out of me there. I just hope they're not getting too overboard with the action and destruction here, and actually hope Spider-Man actually can eventually actually protect people from this, because that's what Spider-Man's supposed to do. Hopefully they're not getting a Man of Steel situation here. So yeah, of course they could still have action for a movie like this, just hope they don't go too overboard with it, because it's still Spider-Man. Concern number 5, MJ.
My friends call me MJ.
Oh boy. Now in my opinion, MJ wasn't really the best character in Homecoming. She's kind of just a, oh, I'm the mopey teenager lying around over here kind of person, but And the whole main thing just keeps going back and forth, like, oh, she is that MJ, except for she's not that MJ, except she is that MJ again. Like, ugh, just keep her as Michelle. Or just keep MJ as standing for Michelle with Jones, which I think that's what's supposed to be. I know that there's people going, oh, but Zendaya would make a good MJ, right? I'm just kind of thinking, kind of should just be her own new character. And speaking of which, I really hope they definitely improve her character in Far From Home, and that she's more than that, and if she's a possible new love interest for Peter, doesn't feel forced, like just like, oh, this is a new girl, this is the person he's supposed to fall in love with. I'm hoping that they actually eventually have chemistry and they actually are good together, and it doesn't just feel forced. And especially the whole her finding out that Peter is Spider-Man thing. And the final concern for Spider-Man Far From Home, the next Iron Man. Now, I definitely like the concept of this, but it just all depends on how they do it. I mean, like, I think how I want them to do it is have Peter be the next Iron Man in a character sense, where, like, he's the genius who gets to possibly be part of the Avengers. In this case, he'll get to be the boy genius, which would be really cool. I think what I'm worrying about is I just hope they don't literally turn him into Iron Man, like too much tech and whatnot, which I mean, suppose they kind of already done that. Just hope they don't go full blown, all tech and Iron Man. And like, basically just keep him as Peter Parker Spider Man because that's what he's supposed to be. Don't literally turn him into Iron Man. But if they're making him become the next Iron Man in a character sense, I'm looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward to it. And those are my Spider-Man Far From Home concerns. Let me know, guys, do you agree with some of these concerns, or do you think it's just me being a little bit of a worry, or do you think some of these concerns can be valid? And let me know in the comments down below, or also know if you have any concern in yourself, what those may be. Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and be sure to subscribe if you want to see more video, or not. Either ways, your choice. Anyways, still looking forward to the movie, and hopefully we'll get to talk about it in a future date. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. Have a good one.